I'm Amanda.
And I'm Katie.
And welcome to
The
Charming
Charming
Sisters. Alright, so I am super pumped for today's video. As many of you I'm sure know, Disney World, by the time this has been posted, is open! Like, woo! I don't know. I am so excited about that, even though I don't get to go. So, in honor of that, today's video is going to be our opinions about why you should go back to Disney, like why we always go back, why we love it so much.
So, yeah, just a disclaimer, we want everybody to be safe when to go back. So wear your masks, bring your hand sanitizer, definitely try to wash your hands as much as you can, social distance, and follow all the precautions that, like, governors and, like, anybody high up is saying, especially Disney. You should follow what they want to. Also, you may notice we both have our AirPods in. I think, yeah. Okay, yeah. So we both have our AirPods in, and that's because we're also on a call, so this actually sort of makes sense. We're trying something new for you guys, so yeah. We're gonna hope that this works, because this is our second time filming this entire video, right?
That is true. I wanted to mention that too. We had some technical difficulties the first time, so hopefully this will be just as good.
Yeah, so yay! I hope this works.
Alright, so my why for why I always go back to Disney is because it takes me out of the real world. I am fully in the Disney bubble, which I'm sure many of you have heard of, where it feels like I can't feel sadness, I can't feel pain, and I'm just there. I am in the frontier, I am hugging Olaf, I am doing all these things where I'm a princess, I am in the magic. And it feels like the world can't hurt me. I don't have to deal with life. I don't have to figure out, oh my god, like, do people like how I look? Or like any of those things that a typical high schooler has to deal with. I don't have to hear the news about all the bad things going on in the world. Disney doesn't sell news for a reason. They want you to be happy. They want you to be in that place of joy and excitement, and where everything is new and magical and just totally immersed in the world that they've built for you. My friends always ask me, like, oh, why do you go back to Disney? You've already been there. Well, first of all, it's always changing. They're always adding new stuff. And the second reason is to get this feeling, this way of escapism, of just being somewhere that makes me so happy, the happiest I've ever been in a sense, and just being so, it's hard to even describe it, but you're just totally in your own world where you're just having fun. You can just do whatever you want and have a good time. That's why I always go back to Disney, my main reason, because then I am in a world that is truly magical and it really can't hurt me. That's why I love it so much.
Yeah, I totally agree on that one. Another main reason why I go back to Disney is because to me it feels like family. My family, it's kind of tough to get all of us together, even though it's literally just 4 of us. But when I think of Disney, I think of my first trip, which I was 3 years old. And you guys obviously know this from our prior video. We drive, so it's for my first trip, it was my mom, my dad, my grandpa, my grandma, my sister, and me, all packed in a car. And it was a bunch of family in that car. So yeah, so when I go to Disney World, I just think of my family and how we're all together, and like, it's kind of hard, like, you gotta admit, it's like hard to get, like, not a huge family, but like just a family together and just do something, you know? And so once I'm in Disney, I just feel like I can, and my family's all together, and like we're enjoying something all together, and I think that's really special. And I think Disney does a really good job of making you feel like you're at home. And I think that's another like crazy thing with like a family. Like, it's hard to be like, oh yeah, I'm just at home, like I have my own space, but like not all families like hang out together, and I think in Disney you all are together. You all are in this together, like a little High School Musical right there. But you're all in this together. I'm so sorry. I'm completely on High School Musical level right now. But yeah, we're all together. We're all doing something that we love, and I think that's really something that like not all families like can get together, and I think Disney just does it so well. So that's another reason why I just keep going back. I love being with my family, and I think Disney is the perfect way and the perfect place to be with your family. So
yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like for me, when we normally go, it's usually just me and my mom, and my grandmother comes occasionally. And Disney does such a good job of making sure that there's something for everyone. Like, my mom and I get along so well. Like, we're very like-minded. You can clearly, like, everyone's like, oh yeah, you're related. Everyone knows that. And so when we go, we have a similar mindset. Like, all right, let's get up early. And like, my grandmother is sort of the same way, but Disney is also very accommodating to make everything easy, so that if she wants, she can sleep in and come an hour later. Like, the transportation is easy to figure out. Their directions, everything's clear, so that if she does decide to go later, we can still get together and have a great day together and spend time as a family, like Katie was saying. And I know this isn't the case for all families. Not everyone gets along well, but that, not gonna lie, that might just be your family, like, not just Disney. Like, no, like, yeah, just saying.
Yeah.
So that's definitely another reason. It's really special for me and my mom, because that's a place that we always go, and I will always think of her when I think of Disney too. And it's so much fun to get that moment, like Katie was saying, where even though we're only two people, we're still together. We're still doing something that we love, and we can still go on the roller coasters, but then when we're with my grandmother, we can still do something else. They have a little bit of they have something for everyone. That's what I'm trying to say. So I definitely agree with Katie's family.
It's very something for everybody. You know, very diverse for everybody. I think that's really special. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have another thing? Yeah.
Yeah. I also think that another reason why it's so special is the theming. Because Disney themes everything so well. Like, honestly, it's crazy. How I was talking about how, like, you know, escapism, I'm just there, I'm out of the real world, it doesn't feel like I'm in Florida kind of thing. And that's because they make you feel like you're actually in this place. The Imagineers are complete geniuses, the people who, like, make these, because, honestly, it's so easy to forget. Like, when I'm walking down Main Street, USA, it feels like I'm actually, like, back in time, you know what I mean? Because it's themed to like later dates. I am actually in that time period. I am actually going on an adventure when I'm in Adventureland. I can be a cowboy in Frontierland, for like goodness sake. Like, I am there, like, I'm right there. And then taking it to another level, they've done some amazing things recently, like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I am in a movie, for heaven's sakes. Like, I know this is Katie's big thing, Katie loves it, but honestly, like, I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars, but I can't get over it. I simply can't get over how immersive it is. Like, I thought Toy Story Land was pretty good, but this is just a step up, because honestly, like I said, I don't like Star Wars, but I love Galaxy's Edge because it's just so cool. It's fascinating, like, how they can transport you so much. So, like, it's just the little things like that that put it above into the next level. And another thing that I wanted to mention real quick is that's why I don't go to Universal. People have asked me, like, why don't you like Universal? It's because Disney's theming is so much better. Their service is so much better. I know that Katie wants to talk about the cast members next. And, like, they make it so much better. Yeah. And then the theming makes it so much better. Because, again, when I think of Universal, I think of the roller coasters. And I think of Harry Potter World. Like, Harry Potter World, I love Harry Potter. But, like, I've never gone there to see it because I feel like that's so immersive and it'd be so cool to be there. But I can do the same thing in Disney with, like, Star Wars. And then everywhere else I go, it feels the same way. If that makes sense. Totally. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. But, like, everywhere I feel like it's almost to that level of theming that Universal has, except it's just that one land that Universal has, whereas Disney is all of it. And so that's why it's like, the theming just brings it up a notch. It's just called a theme park for a reason, like I know Katie said, not an amusement park. Like Universal, the rides, sure, you can say the roller coasters are better, but like, it's not the same quality because Thunder Mountain has a story, whereas Hulk doesn't, in a sense, if that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
that's why Disney is up there compared to other attraction or amusement parks for me, because of the theming.
Yeah, I just want to touch on another thing before I talk about the cast members, which is about to be just now. When they do theming, they hit all of your senses. So hearing, they have music loops, and in Star Wars, like Amanda was just saying, how I'm obsessed with Star Wars. Here's an example. When I'm in Star Wars, you feel like you're in Star Wars. Why? Because you hear the, oh my god, like spaceships, like those things, I'm completely blanking on what their name, like transporters. You hear them coming in and about to like pick up something, or like they're about to bring down a like bin for that restaurant. I'm blanking on the name, but and then in say if you're in, I know, Pirates of the Caribbean, this is really big, the smell, and no, a better example, Spaceship Earth. The smell. You think of the roaming burn smell, right? They actually, fun fact, they have these like little like circle things. Sometimes you can like spot them. I know they have this on Main Street, like a bunch of places. But they have these little circles and they pump out the smell, which makes your nose and seeing, you obviously can see that you're in a theme park. And about, just like Universal, Universal is called an amusement park, not a theme park. And Disney World is not an amusement park, it's a theme park. Because you're going into these stores, they want to tell you a cool story that you want to be a part of. And I think that really is next level. And how do you fit that such, like 4 parks, a bunch of resorts, all that stuff in like 40 square miles in Disney World, and like only 2 parks in such a small place in Anaheim, California? Like, they think of the craziest stuff. And yeah, so that's my little tidbit about the theme parks. So they're really into theming. So what I was about to say about the cast members play into this so much. The cast members are just so amazing. And obviously you're gonna like meet some cast members that aren't having the most magical day ever. They might be having kind of a rough day. They've been through a lot, whatever. So they aren't their magical self like they always are. And that's okay. Everybody has their bad days, you know? But there's just some cast members that are just next level. So a little example of this is my first day at the yacht club. Right when we got there, we were driving for a very long time, a long time in a very stuffy car. And so we went and we were about to check in, and this lady was like, "Hey, are you guys like checking in? I can like take you and check you guys in." And she was so nice. Her name is Debbie, so shout out to you, Debbie. You were amazing. And so she like brought us, like welcomed us in, and she was like, "I'm so sorry, your room is not ready. We're doing an extra cleaning because my sister has really bad allergies, and so she needs like extra cleaning stuff." So yeah, it's a long story. So we need an extra cleaning thing, and she was like, "I'm so sorry, like your room's not ready." And the yacht club, if you guys don't know, is right, you can walk to Epcot, and we were about to go there anyway. So she was like, "Where are you guys headed?" And we're like, "We're gonna go to Epcot." And she's like, "Oh, great choice. Here's $100 to go eat lunch," because we got there around like lunchtime. She's like, "Here's $100. Like, I just put it on your magic bands. Like, have a good lunch. Like, have a magical day. Like, this is awesome. Like, welcome to Disney. Welcome home." And like, she was so nice about it. She's like, they don't have to give us $100. It's out of their kindness. Like, they don't have to. And it was just so nice of her. And then also, I one time I had to run and get my dad's phone, and so I went, and she's like, "Hey, Katie," and I was like, "Hi," and she like recognized me, and like she did that I think like 3 or 4 times. Like they're just so nice, and they recognize you. They're so nice, and I love all the cast members. So thank you guys so much. If you guys are cast members and you guys are watching this, like, thank you. Like, you guys are so nice, and you don't even have to do these extra magic moments, but you do, and it's just so nice, and it's very appreciated. So, yeah.
That's definitely one of the things that I totally agree with. I feel like the cast members fully play into all of this because Disney trains them with this certain level of, I wouldn't even know what to call it, like professionality in a sense, I guess you could say. But just the way that they're trained, they want to make your day more magical. Like, Disney is known for their cast members and their like guest services because they always want to like make sure that everything's going well for you. They're always so kind, and then they can do magic things like that, like they did for Katie. Like, that doesn't happen all the time, but it's the little things like that that they do to make this even more magical. Because it doesn't have to be like giving you money. It can be the kind of thing like, oh, if you drop your ice cream, they'll give you another one for free because they want you to be happy. Or if you missed your fast pass, like, not if you missed it, but if your ride gets canceled, they'll give you another one for any attractions most of the time. Things like that that are just like, you don't have to do that. Like, maybe if you went to another park, they'd just be like, oh, I'm so sorry, that's too bad, kind of thing.
Yeah,
so, like, things like that.
If you miss your fast pass by like 5-10 minutes, it's okay. They're technically they aren't supposed to, but they usually just squeeze it right on. So I think that's also really nice of them.
It's the little things like that that like make it so much better. Because I've never been to Universal, but I have heard things that like, you go there, you're not gonna get that kind of experience. It's not the same thing. And this is why I always go back to Disney, and it just brings it up a level to make your trip and your experience so much better. Disney is just such a magical place, whether you're going to like Disney World, Disneyland Paris, anywhere, Shanghai Disneyland, it's magical because they have the same thing. Like, everywhere is incredibly themed. Everywhere you've got the nice cast members. Everywhere you're out of the real world. And so it's completely magical.
Yeah, they're so nice, and they're the ones that almost basically just complete the immersive part into the theming. Also, they have great costumes. I mean, their uniforms, pretty great.
Those are themed too, like they're incredibly themed.
They're just, Disney is just so outstanding, and I might have to be the one that says it might be the best best part ever of theming wise. Oops. So, just saying, they're pretty good. They're really, really good, and they're so nice. So, also for the cast members, you should always thank them.
Of course.
Not just to their faces, but it's actually a really big thing in Disney. You should write down the cast members' names. Like I did, I wrote down a few of them that really stuck out to me. And after your vacation, you can like go on to Disney and like, I don't really know where exactly because my dad usually does this for us. I'm not really sure, and so you actually can thank them, and it actually sometimes ranks some cast members up. I've heard that happens sometimes. So definitely, if there's one cast member that really sticks out to you, write down their name and just thank them after. I'm so sorry, I don't know where, but yeah, it's a really big thing at Disney. So yeah.
I know they do it on Twitter. It's called cast member compliments, and so you would just like tag Disney and be like, oh my god, this guy's so good, or this girl's so good, like, we just want to say what they did and those kind of things. And the Disney, like, not Disney World, but it's they have a separate account for these, will publish it, and a cast member will get a special like award for it, and it's just a really nice thing to do. So
yeah, and you should in general just thank them. It's gonna fix this.
Certainly. All right.
So yeah.
The reason why we're making this video now is because, like I said before, Disney World is opening. So I know a lot of people might be really hesitant to go back, and if I lived down there, I would certainly be going just because I love it so much. And so we just wanted to show like our opinions and our aspect of why we always go back, what makes it so magical, in hopes of encouraging other people to do it. Of course, this is only, like we were saying before with our health disclaimer, if you know that you don't have any serious health risks, or if you're feeling comfortable with it and things like that. We just want to encourage you to just share our view of why we go back and why you should go back if everything's okay for you.
Yeah, definitely. Just, again, be safe.
Follow
Social
Disney's
distance.
rules.
Wear those masks. They have cool ones that they sell too.
I know next time I'm going back to the park, I'm going to buy a Disney mask.
Yes. I made one. Well, I didn't make one. Somebody gifted it to me. But they made a Minnie Mouse themed one. I love it. I don't have it here with me. But I do have one. And it's the cutest thing ever. And it matches really well. And you've seen it on our YouTube channel during our story time.
Yeah.
So,
Alright guys,
So-
well, that's it for our video.
mhm.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let us know if you're going back. And Katie, want to tell us where to find us in our posting schedule?
Yeah, of course. So, every Wednesday, as you guys know, we post on our YouTube and our blog. So go check us out. We just did a really cool one on Hamilton. So, yeah, just a really awesome review. We loved it. So, yeah, go check out our blog. Description box below. And every Friday, or at least we try to every Friday, go on live on Instagram. Again, our Instagram is down in the description. I see it right there. So, yeah, definitely go check us out on our Instagram and our blog. Obviously, subscribe on YouTube, like this video if you liked it, and comment down below what you guys think of it. So, if you guys are going back, just like Amanda said, what you guys are going to be doing. I don't know. Just, yeah.
We'd love to hear it.
So, yeah, we love talking with you guys.
Of course.
So,
Alright guys, well again, thank you so much for watching. And remember, as always, have a magical day.